So there's the oil slick I was talking about right there. It's really hard to pick up. Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. In this final video of the 1952 Chevy Gasser detail, we will be applying protection from Optimum Polymer Technologies called Gloss Coat. Let's do it. So if you haven't seen the first video I did on the paint correction on that, go check it out. I'll put a link up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. I'll put a link up there. You guys can go and check that video out if you want to watch that before watching this one. It had love marks, it had swirl marks, and now the paint is about 97, 98% perfect. You rarely ever get to 100% without doing a wet sanding or having a bunch of time with the paint. I have a weekend to do it, and it looks absolutely amazing. He's blown away. He absolutely loves it. If this is the first time you've ever been on this channel, hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn the notifications bell on so you don't miss my next video. So in this video, we're going to be using Gloss Coat, like I said before, from Optimum Polymer Technologies. And I bought a kit off Detailed Image that came with the paint prep, the Gloss Coat, and came with 6 towels. And then I ordered some Rag Company Pearl Weave towels just for this detail. So we'll start the video off with O&R, using it as a rinseless wash. And what that's going to do, we're going to be hitting every single panel with the O&R, and it's going to remove any polishes I may have left over, because trust me, if you've done this long enough, you end up missing. But then as the drying aid, we'll be using Optimum's Paint Prep. Now this right here is also going to remove any waxes, polishes I may have missed, but it's also going to allow the coating to adhere to the surface the best way possible. By using this, it's going to allow the coating to basically self-level. So you want to use those this product and the Gloss Coat in combination with each other, and that's why it comes with the kit. And I watched Ivan's video on the Rag Company, and I've used this several times now, not on full cars, but on practice panels and stuff like that. This stuff is extremely easy to use, and the gloss is amazing. And then the Gloss Coat right here, it comes with the applicator, and then I bought the 10 mil version. Like I said, I bought a kit and it came with 10 mil. You can also buy a 50 mil version. But for this car, I didn't need that whole amount. These products go a very, very long way. So we're gonna get started on this. I will show you guys the wash and the drying process. I probably won't go in depth in that, but then we'll turn the camera back on, we'll do the Gloss Coat, and I'm hoping this thing looks even better than that, which I can't imagine it will, but because it looks absolutely amazing, as you guys can see. So let's get this video going. Okay, you guys, so I have basically 2 ounces and 4 gallons of water of O&R, and the towel is not dripping wet, it's just wet. And basically, you're just gonna come in here, you're just gonna wipe it down, try to not miss any spots at all. You're not removing dirt. I will turn it over and go back over, just until it starts to feel smooth, and it's feeling really smooth. Okay, and then this, Ivan says this is the exception to the rule with Optimum products, because usually less is more. You want to use several squirts. You're just gonna dry it. Flip it over to the dry side. Super smooth, extremely smooth. That's it. Now that panel is ready for the Gloss Coat. Now I will check it over. Make sure I don't, you see like right there. Make sure I didn't seem to miss anything. Looks really good, and so we'll move on to the door. You do let it dwell for just a second. I know this paint is bare, so I'm not really worried about stripping any waxes off or anything. I know it's bare. But what I'm using the paint prep for is the drying aid is to help me with the gloss coat. And that's all there is to it, you guys. All right, you guys, so I am done washing and using the paint prep. This is your last opportunity to make sure the paint is the way that you want it to be before you apply the gloss coat. Because once you apply the gloss coat, you gotta do some pretty good polishing to get it back off to fix what you wanna fix. So I'm gonna go over, I got this light on my head, I've got my paint light right here in my hand, I got my spotlight over here. It's all pointed in different directions. I'm gonna see a different view from here, a different view from here, and a different view from over here in the spotlight. I'm gonna check every square inch of this to make sure it's exactly the way I want it before we move on to the gloss coat. So I'm gonna go around and do that to the rest of the car. Let me turn this light off. So I'm gonna go around and do that to the rest of the car and check everything really well. I got a towel in my hand just in case I see something. I saw right back here in this corner where a little bit of water, probably from my O&R, came down. I didn't see it and it dried a little bit. Luckily, a towel takes it right off. No problem at all. So I'm gonna work my way around and then we'll put the gloss coat on. All right, you guys. So when you get the gloss coat, I will tell you, this is the stopper that goes in the end of here. You will need pliers to get this off of there. So just be heads up on that. I forgot to bring pliers, so I had to use my teeth this time. Luckily, I'd already broke the seal the first time because I've already tested the product out. So then you put the blue tip on here, and when you are done, in case I forget to mention later, you take the tip off and it fits in the end of your paint prep bottle from Optimum, and just one squirt and you're done. That cleans the tip out. Now this stuff goes a very long way. The applicator has a little holder for your fingers to go in. I'm gonna put like 3 fingers in it. The first time, you're gonna put an X in it, and then from there on out, you're just gonna put drops in it, and I'll show you guys. So we're just gonna put an X. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a few drops all around. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then what you wanna do is once it starts looking like an oil slick on water, that's when you wanna remove it. You're gonna go in circles, and I'm gonna do this whole fender. I got my headlight on. There we go. And as it starts to squeak like that, you put more on. Just a few drops. A little bit goes a long way. Hear it squeaking? That's when you know you're about dry. I'm gonna go ahead and do that lower panel. That's all you need. And that's it. We're gonna let it cure. One panel at a time is what I'm gonna do. It starts looking like an oil slick on water. Yeah, there you go. You can see it right there. Right there. And once 80%'s gone, which it is, it doesn't take long. You're gonna take your pearl weave towel, or whatever towel you plan on using. I bought the pearl weave because that's what they recommended. and it's not gonna pick up anything. It's gonna level it, and it's gonna move the high spots around, and we're just gonna level the coating. We're not removing anything. Oh, it's so slick now. That's ridiculous. And this is a 2-year coating. If I remember right, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's a 2-year coating. And that is it. It is that simple to apply. By the way, you don't have to wear a mask when you do this, and when you're done with a towel, you don't have to throw it away. Ivan says it's perfectly fine. You just need to throw it in your bucket of O&R. I got my bucket of O&R over there, and then I'll throw this in there when I'm done. Well, here we go again. I'll start at the bottom. Hear that? Ooh, what the heck? That thing just stuck on me. It just sprayed half my stuff out. I got a lot on here now. This will be able to do this whole door. See how it looks like an oil slick? Hoping the camera picks that up. It's hard to film this paint. It really is. I just can't, my camera doesn't pick it up. There's the oil slick I was talking about right there. Yeah, it's gonna be glossy once it cures. That's gonna be good. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it, and we will move on, and I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it up. So one thing I probably should mention to let you guys know, if you get a high spot, you take the paint or the Optimum gloss coat, put it on your applicator again, and go over the high spot and wipe off immediately. So far, I'm having no issues with high spots. I didn't have any issues with high spots on my test panels that I did. Also, Ivan also says in the video, and I know I keep saying his name, but he's the one that developed this product. If you get tired, you're doing something wrong. You apply no pressure applying it. You apply no pressure removing. You let the applicator do all the work, and you let your towel do all the work. So far, it's going nice and quick, easy. The paint looks amazing. I can't get over how good this paint looks on this car, and I'm hoping that it gets an award. That'd be really cool for something that I detailed to get an award at a pretty big car show, World of Wheels. So. All right, the gloss coat is done. I want to show you guys this motor. This is a 572 big block. On the dyno, it hit just over 1,300 horsepower. Crazy, insane, big old blower on it. I want to show you this because I cleaned all this, and I'm going to put the gloss coat on here, but there's no way I can film it. You guys wouldn't be able to see it. So I'm gonna put the gloss coat on here. Once I get that done, I'm going to lower the hood. By the way, it's lowered by a switch inside, and it's all electric. Electric motor lifts the hood off, and it's just awesome. I'm gonna get that done, and then you guys are gonna see the final results after that. All right, you guys, it's all done. I did the firewall, everything that I could reach with the gloss coat as well. The motor looks awesome. So basically, all in all, I had about 8 hours yesterday in paint correction, and then about, what time is it? I got here about 11, so I got about 4 hours in, about 3 really. And today, and washing it with the O&R, and then using the paint prep, and then going on with the gloss coat. Well, here you guys haven't seen it with the wheel covers off. You guys will see another video at the car show, so you guys want to subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the car show video. Also went in here, clean this lip and put the gloss coat on the lip because the trunk will be open at the show. Take you guys around the other side really quick. The depth is just amazing in the paint. Hood looks really awesome when it's open. Just super, super shiny. Did the firewall here. In case I didn't mention it, I don't think I did. The exhaust isn't on because he's having re-chrome. That's why there's no exhaust on it. Normally they would come out right here underneath this fender. This side's kind of hard to show you. Look at that reflection though. See that yellow Flexzilla hose on the car? Looks really, really cool. All right, you guys, as you can see, it looks really, really good. I got about 98% paint correction out of the swirl marks and the love marks that were on it. Nothing major, as you guys saw, but I did show you kind of a 50-50 when I showed you the door moving up to the fender and then where I'd already gone. So we did about an 8-hour correction yesterday. We used Griot's Garage's fast correcting cream, then with a microfiber cutting pad and a Griot's Garage G21 polisher. And then we used the Adams micro polisher to get the small parts above the door, all the body lines, all those areas right around the trim of the door on the roof. You guys, just anywhere that I could fit that little 2-inch polisher is what I did with that. Then we applied, or we O&R washed it, O&R, and then we used the paint prep to dry it to strip anything off that might have been left on it. And then we hit it with the gloss coat, and as you guys can see, the final result is absolutely amazing. Gloss coat is a really good product. I've used it a couple times now, absolutely love it. The car looks really good. It's gonna get a little bit glossier as time goes, probably this week as it cures, and it stays pretty warm in here. What's the temperature in here probably? 70. It's about 70 in here. It's definitely gonna cure before the car show that's coming up here in a couple weeks. And that's about it for this video. I love it. He loves it. I love it. I think it just looks absolutely amazing. And it even made the firewall, we're just noticing, I didn't do any paint correction or anything like that to the firewall. All I did was apply, I cleaned it and then I applied the gloss coat, and that's really glossy now too. He's gonna get the pipes put on it and it's gonna go to a few car shows and hey, hopefully bring home some hardware. That'd be awesome. But if you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button while you're down there, ring that bell so the next time I upload a video you get notified, and we'll see you guys in the next video.